message from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Minnesota Vikings. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And now look at him go. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they got both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. Again, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. Check.
Gold 50.
2nd and 5 now. Brady in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up. And sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 24.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Dancing to his left. Complete to Dorsett. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Danielle Hunter drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A toss to Cook. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Patriots nothing. On 2nd down, it's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down.
Mike, 58, right there. Here we go,
They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking to throw again on second down. Brady, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Brady's throw there complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. They'll run it here. This is James White. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Right there. 54. Right there.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, switch gears.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Jim, 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 Jim. Check 99. Check 99. Under 10. Wide. 10.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I got you, Pop.
Fuck.
72.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. He's airing it out for Sanu. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Brady. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go. Switch. Hey, check it. Alert.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Going deep here for Edelman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles
shoot, it was the end of the quarter.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football
give it to me at the end of the game.
We are back and underway for the second half.
Give me one.
Take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 58 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Get in there, baby. That's bullshit.
They can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I can't stop. Yeah, like I can't stop.
He just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone.
Lucky.
Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
What you gotta do, man? Get it right, man.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that will be
you like I couldn't turn to fucking down third, man. Like
instead, it's second down. Well, folks, we gave you a glance at the AFC playoff picture. Let's talk NFC playoff picture. Bit of a shakeup because the Niners and the Saints game and then the Seahawks and the Rams. So San Fran back up to the top spot. Then you have the Packers who beat Washington moving up to number 2. The Saints with the loss, try to follow all this. They drop down the spot. But it's a critical one as they lose that first round bye. And then we're still awaiting resolution on the Cowboys and the Eagles in the NFC East, CD.
Yeah, this is going to be a crazy deal because essentially San Francisco and Seattle had kind of been trading back and forth. And after Sunday night's games, San Francisco holds that spot. But remember, those two play Week 17. It could all be decided then. The Saints have already locked down the NFC South. They're trying to get one of those top 2 seeds, as you mentioned. But the race for these wild cards, Minnesota sitting right there holding the number 6 spot. They're a game ahead of the Rams, who are really hot right now. And the Bears, after whacking the Cowboys last week, they're hanging in there as well.
But as you're alluding to, I mean, Seattle drops from the number 1 seed all the way down to the number 5 seed in one day. Of course, a lot can change in the final 3 weeks.
And just think, a lot of people wondering, how does the NFC East get a home game by winning that division? This is going to be one of those years people will talk about reseeding based on absolute overall record.
Yeah, because it's not out of the question that either the 49ers or the Seahawks could be 13-3 and be a wild card team. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just like that. Check 15, check 15. Check 37, check 37. 51's the mic.
To throw again on second down. Cousins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Shoot. Check 52.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
54, right there.
Hey, Foxtrot. You ain't got nothing. Quaker Omaha. Slay.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return will stop right around the 25.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
That nigga stupid.
Two-score game opportunity eludes them,
That
and
nigga
now
stupid.
a chance for the other side
That
to come
nigga
back
stupid.
here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I threw it to the
And they will
wrong one.
finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard
Yeah, I hit him.
line.
Nah, I threw it to the wrong person.
Edelman
I
was
hit.
the intended target.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should.
I mean, I threw it to the wrong person.
This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Nah, I threw it to the wrong person. That's on me. It was bad called on me. I threw it to the wrong person, though.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11.
Just believe me, man. I had a man wide open, man.
Well, that didn't appear
Just
to be
threw it to
a
the
run
wrong
blitz. He
person.
just started in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case
He
of
just like he
see
sent
ball,
that blitz.
get ball.
If you ain't never seen that blitz,
got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
you know.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Right 382, lane 50.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority.
He ain't get a chance to make that
because
wall.
The big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Rip. Go, baby. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey,
To throw again. Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
and bring it. Shadow.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they got themselves a first down. Tell you what,
This motherfucker put that ball on the money.
All game long.
That pit put that shit on the
A lot
money.
of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This is caught inside the 15.
Damn, Brady. That's motherfucking Brady, boy.
48 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Here's Brady. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, they got a good chance, and then they end up winning this game.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, now Brady. It's complete. James White. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. To throw is Brady.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Wait, set. 53. 53's in now. Hey, 66.
On 1st down, Brady.
Motherfucking touchdown, boy! That's damn Brady, boy!
Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the Patriots have taken the lead.
It's Brady!
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Hey, John, you know, I already know if you lose, man, you gonna be sick because you were up 14-0, nigga.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
Woo! Woo!
Picked off by Jason McCourty.
That's the ball ass!
The defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with
Brady
intellect.
and the
that's a great
boys
job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check, crouch, crouch, crouch. Alpha.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Now look at this. They get the turnover they need.
I wasn't trying to float it up.
Xavier Rhodes with
I ain't trying to float it up.
The interception woes. They just
You got a second light. You got a second light, bro.
Picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Flush to his right. He gets this one to Johnson. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Johnson. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Good route there.
Cousins. Escaping the pressure right.
Give it back to the boys! Give it to the boys! Give it back to the boys!
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Right at the 50.
Give it back to the boys.
He gives to Michelle. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun.
Damn, I'm talking much now, bitch. Laughing ass.
Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So they come up on 2nd down. And
that nigga was up
like
14-0.
We'll likely put an end to this thing. And it's Michelle once again. And they take this one down to about the 40. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's got the first.
What do you think? What do you think, Gary? Come on, man.
Yard line. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
I'm telling you. I came back and whooped that ass.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebacker, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away.
Hey man, with the game on line, man, shoot.
Knocked free, they want all those guys
I'm like Brady in the fourth quarter, man.
So they can pick up the fumble or get the interception, and we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
So he said they want to run the ball all game, and shit, that mess down.
Watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.
Play another game. You ready, John? Hold on, I'm thinking about. It's a team I was thinking about playing with.
Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be best though. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more best though. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though.
Hey man, I was gonna get the Redskins on you, man, but they got the damn quarterback 68 overall, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause her claim she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, I'm on last screen, man.